Absolutely Gospel fans. Chandler Balcom here with Of the Day Trio. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing great.
To my left here, I have Rachel, Nikki, and Daniel, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do. And guys, you got this great new album that you just released. Can we talk about that?
So our new album is out. It's called Fear Not. It actually came out in July of last year, but it has just been so great to have, and everyone has been loving it, and it's really been our true first venture out into, full-blown Southern Gospel, into the whole circuit, and this is our first time at NQC.
Oh, it's your first time here?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
You guys
Absolutely.
loving it so far?
It's
We
great.
are.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
How many laps have you done around the building?
Well, we've done one full lap in here already. So.
If I had a Fitbit, I'm sure it would have already exploded. But
Yeah, you'll get 10,000 steps in by about 9 o'clock. So,
Perfect.
for sure.
So
for
yeah,
sure.
well, we're so glad to have you guys here this year. I know this is your first year interviewing with Absolutely Gospel.
Yes, and we're honored.
And so, well, thank you so much for being here. And I don't know if you know much about us, but we like to promote all the artists in gospel music. And, since you guys are kind of a newer group, we don't know too much about you. So is there anything unique that you could tell me about the group in particular?
For us, I think what makes us unique is Nikki and I have Southern Gospel roots. Daniel is out of Panama City, Florida, so he brings a little more worship sound.
He
to
grew up
the group.
teething on like Michael W. Smith and Adrian Graham.
He really brings
That-
the spirit with him.
He does. He
Gets a
does.
little Pentecostal in the
I did grow up Pentecostal, yeah.
He learned hymns when we met. So
Yes, so these two met in Nashville, Tennessee at Trevecca University. They were in a worship program there. Nikki and I met at church camp. She was 14, I was 15, 16, and my mom kind of forced us to be best friends. And honestly, it was a God thing because she did. She was like, hey, you two are going to be friends.
Those end up being the best friends.
They
Yes.
were. And so literally God just put us together as sisters pretty much. And we've been best friends ever since.
Yes.
Literally done the majority of our lives together, and God has blessed us to come together as a group and be able to share and minister the gospel through song.
Well, that's awesome. So is there a current single that you guys are
Yeah.
really promoting right now?
yes, he's still God. So it's, how long has it been out? Daniel knows more about that than I do.
About 3 months.
I think
3
so,
months,
yeah.
okay.
There it is.
So we actually wrote that one, Daniel and I did. So Daniel's my husband. And normally who's with us, and he's not with us today, is her older son. He plays drums for us.
Okay.
But he just was a little under the weather today. But so we're kind of like mother, son, husband, wife, family
family.
group.
It's a family
And
group, yeah.
when we wrote He's Still God was 2020. Good old Rona was around and still around, And that was when all the church services were on the back of flatbed trailers and their amens were horns honking. So,
Right.
so we wrote that just because there were so many people being fearful, and that's where that song came from.
Okay.
And that's what's out on radio right now.
The horns honking sounds like a Pentecostal revival, so I think you guys are...
I was right at home.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much
Yes,
for
thank
coming
you.
and talking for a few minutes. Could you tell our fans about your website? Can you just give us some details about where they can find you?
Sure. So you can find us at oftheday.org. All of our socials, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All of our stuff is out there and available, and we're on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you want to find us, we're there.
Perfect. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thank
It's
you for
very
having
lovely to
us.
meet
Yeah.
y'all. And
Nice meeting you.
and I'm sure I'll see you doing laps around here.
Yes,
Yeah.
all
Can't
week.
wait.
All right, this is Chandler Balcom with Absolutely Gospel. Good night.